What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel and thank you for checking in with me. I want to take a quick moment just to encourage everyone. If you have not already, please subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you'll know every time that I drop a video. And if the content resonates and sticks with you, please like, share, comment, engage with me. I want to help create a community of growth. If you are a first-time viewer, let me not be rude and let me introduce myself. My name is Wayne McKnight Jr. and welcome to my channel. Please be sure to check out the first video that I dropped entitled, Who Am I? And it gives you a strong foundation of who I am and what this channel can bring to you. Okay, now that I got all that out the way, look, I know it's late, I get it, but I felt like this information that I wanted to share with you is critical, and if you're open to it, can have a huge impact on your life. For so long in my life, I've been after happiness. I have always been chasing happiness. But what I figured out is it was doing the hard things in life while being happy was a challenging thing for me. And while I was chasing happiness, I often found myself frustrated, depressed, and exhausted. It was just not a good vibe. It wasn't a good feeling. I felt like I was stuck in the mud. As I continued to dig deeper and deeper what happiness was and how to attain happiness and things of that nature, I stumbled upon this thing called fulfillment. Once I discovered fulfillment and what it meant to me, it shifted everything in my life. So I wanted to share with you the things that I came across that helped me feel fulfilled, and why fulfillment is important to me, because it allows me to lean into the challenging things in life and still have high energy, and still have a positive attitude, and still have the yearning and the desire to serve. So I stumbled across what I like to call the fulfillment 4. And there are 4 components that allow me to go through life fulfilled. And I wanted to share these things with you. Now listen, this is on a personal level, so all these things might not be for you, but it will create a certain level of awareness for you to start digging into your own personal life and figuring out what fulfills you. So with all that being said, let's go inside and allow me to share with you my fulfillment 4. See you inside. Alright guys, so like I was saying outside, I have observed over a period of time the things in my life that bring me the highest level of fulfillment. And I've narrowed it down to 4 components. And so to make this just a little bit fun, I've labeled it the fulfillment 4. There are 4 components that I look at, or a checklist that I check into whenever I feel out of balance, out of flow, or whatever the case may be. These are the 4 components that I look at. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. Component number 1, and by the way, they are not listed in levels of importance. All 4 are intertwined with each other and they work together, okay? So component number 1 is a spiritual practice. So look, I've realized for me, I need something that's gonna fill me up. Every day when I go out into the world, it is taking from me and I am giving to it. And 9 times out of 10, my giving is within the realm of servicehood. To be honest with you, I think the only way of life is really to serve. In fact, it is the primary reason of why I started this channel. Having the potential to impact a person's life in a positive way is something that's important to me. And look, we all have our ways of serving if we choose to do so. But here's the thing, it requires a high level of output. So I need something that is going to fill me up on a daily basis so that I don't become bitter towards my commitment to servicehood. It allows me to continue to give within the right spirit. And that's what my spiritual practice does for me. It is a daily filling up. It is a connection to an energy or a power that is greater than myself that allows me to stay within the right flow and tempo in my life, and allows me to stay on purpose. So component 1 for my fulfillment 4 is a spiritual practice. Okay, component number 2 of my fulfillment 4 is growth. Forward moving, progress, momentum. It is an essential part of my fulfillment. It's a journey, guys, and I know you know this, and I know that you feel it. It has been a journey up to this point in my life, and losing ground is just unacceptable. Growth is an essential part of my fulfillment. Growing spiritually, growing mentally, growing physically. These are things that I focus on and that I look at on a daily basis. And the cool thing about it is that the growth from these areas of my life come from so many different sources. It comes from reading, it comes from listening to podcasts, it comes from having conversations with other people that don't share the same view or perspective that I have. It comes from just observing life, it comes from online research, it comes through prayer, it comes through exercising, it comes through meditation. My growth comes through so many facets that it keeps me engaged, it keeps me excited. I cannot slide backwards. It must be forward moving. It must be progress. And if I do so happen to slide, I need to put myself in a position where I can take those 2 steps forward and continue to grow and work in the direction that I feel like I was purposed in. So component number 2 of the fulfillment 4 is growth. Okay. Component number 3 in my fulfillment 4 is knows and don't knows. I need a mixture in my life of things that I know and things that I don't know. I need a mixture of certainty and uncertainty. If I start living my life where I demand to know everything that's going to happen, it turns into a predictable life. It is this small world filled of no risk and a lot of safe play. I completely turn off the magic of possibilities and begin to get bored. My boredom typically leads me to complacency. My complacency tends to lead me to non-productive perspectives. Now, on the other side, living a life of uncertainty is complete chaos because I can't plan and I can't strategize because I do not know what's going to happen next. It puts me in the space of constantly reacting to the day, where the day takes control of me instead of me controlling the day. Living in a world of chaos puts me in a position of being reactive instead of responding and being proactive. So having a mixture of knows and don't knows, of certainty and uncertainty is essential to my fulfillment. Component number 3 in my fulfillment 4 is knows and don't knows. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the final component of my fulfillment 4, and component number 4 is connection. Connecting is such an important component in my level of fulfillment. Being connected to my work, being connected to my family, being connected to my friends, being connected to anyone that gives me the opportunity to bring any form of value to them. And not just connecting on the surface level, connecting in a way that evokes emotion, that evokes new thoughts, that evokes new ideas, and most importantly, leads to action. And it's not just about the words that I say, it is about the example that I lead within my life. So, you know that saying, don't talk about it, be about it? Connecting allows me and challenges me to be a better version of myself on a day-to-day basis. It is the connection, it is the connecting with everything that is important to me that pushes me to be a better version of myself on a day-to-day basis. So component number 4 on the fulfillment 4 is connection. And when you bring all 4 of these things together, it allows me to, wait, hold on for a second. Let me transition to sitting back down. Okay, so like I said before, these 4 components of my fulfillment 4 create a checklist for me. So whenever I feel off balance, whenever I feel out of rhythm, I go back to those 4 components. And whatever I'm lacking in, whatever I'm not giving enough attention and energy to, I make the proper adjustment. Sometimes it's a big adjustment, sometimes it's just a small little tweak. But when I make that adjustment, things tend to help me get back in rhythm, get back into the flow, allow me to be fulfilled. It's deeper. It's deeper than happiness for me. Like I said prior to, I find it challenging to do the hard things in life while trying to maintain my happiness. It's much easier for me to attack the challenging things, to lean into the challenging things in life while maintaining my fulfillment. And these are things that I've just observed within my life, and I've carved down into 4 components that have helped me tremendously. So I want to challenge you. What are the things that make you feel fulfilled? Start making a list. And when you feel off, go back to your list and see what you're not paying attention to and see what adjustments you can make. I promise you, when you start paying more attention to your life and who you are, and once you start figuring out what makes you tick, what makes you go, once you figure that out, you can move mountains. You can accomplish just about anything that you really set your mind to. The fulfillment 4 has drastically improved my way of life, my way of living, and my lifestyle. I want to challenge you. I want to ask of you, take the time, observe you, figure out what makes you go, figure out what makes you tick, and let's go accomplish some great things in this world. That's what I got for you guys. I cannot wait to talk to you all again, but for the moment, I'm about to get ready for bed. It's late. I hope it brought some value to you, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.